Guys, okay, today I'm going to be talking about why it's actually so important for you to not be a complete retard and actually have your life traveling in some sort of correct direction. Now, what should this be? I'm not just talking about money today, I'm talking about anything in your life, because I see a lot of people my age and they're just completely clueless, and that is not the way to be. You need to have some sort of direction because you need to know where you're going, especially if you have some goals in your life. You need to know where you're going, where you want to go, and what you want to achieve, so you can actually get there. Now, how are we gonna transform our lives? Because this will transform your life. Now, what you need to do first of all is rewire your brain, because almost crashed into a Hyundai i30N. That would not be good. Beautiful car. But anyway, I'll try not to do it again. But anyway, okay, so let's get into the advice. So what have I done? I basically rewired my brain, first of all, to not be focused towards materialistic things. I've actually created my own goals in my life to be focused on what I want to achieve and not just focusing on the materialistic things. I focus on everything I want to achieve because of family, everything that I want to buy for my family, everything I want to achieve for my family, like retire my parents, etc. I don't really want to retire my parents. I can just give them money. I don't think retiring parents is a good thing. I think people should work, right? People should work. My mum should work. It's fine for her to work. She shouldn't probably work 12 hours a day, but she should do something, because otherwise if you're not working, oh, I've just gone the wrong way. Oh, bloody hell, I'm meant to go down there, I'm in the right lane. Whatever. However, I lost my trail of thought now. So I don't want to retire my mum, I don't want to retire my dad. However, I just want to buy them things that they weren't able to buy during their lives, because they didn't obviously go down the entrepreneurial path. They have a good life because they work good jobs and they've worked hard. However, they don't have like millions and millions and millions, not like multimillionaires. So that's what I want to do for my parents. I want to buy them nice things. I also want to buy my grandparents nice things before they die as well. And that's one of the most important things for me in my life. I also want to build a business that is incredibly helpful to other people and brings value to a lot of people as well. That's one of my life goals. Now, you'll notice all of these life goals aren't materialistic at all. It's not like I want to buy a Bugatti. It's not like I want to buy a yacht. It's not like I want to buy 10 houses. It is purely just focused around how can I provide value for other people. And that is what will bring you true fulfillment. I said this in one of my other videos. What actually brings you fulfillment in your life is not money. Money just brings you short-lived dopamine. Say if you closed your first client for your agency for $4,000 a month, you hopefully don't close your first client for $4,000 a month, because you probably won't be very qualified. However, if you do close a client for, let's say, $2,000 a month, and as soon as that money comes into your bank account, you're going to be like, oh my God, I just made 2K. And you're going to be extremely happy for a short period of time. 2 days along the line, you won't feel any difference to what you did before you got the payment in. So it won't actually make a difference to your life. All it's going to do is just give you that short-term dopamine. You get that short-term happiness, and that is ultimately not what you should be striving for. You should be striving for fulfillment, which comes from giving things to other people and actually building things which are of value. So that's why I'm starting a new business, which is just basically providing a service which no one else is providing, and is providing the best service. That's one of my new businesses, because that's what I think is going to give me the fulfillment. That's what I think I'm going to be truly driven to actually do in my life. Give way to the right, thank you, sir. And that's the first thing you need to do. The first thing you need to do is actually create some goals which aren't just materialistic, so you can actually be focused on them and have a little bit of happiness in your life from fulfillment, not just dopamine. And the second thing that you need to do is create a plan of how you're going to work towards these goals. And now, don't have a completely strict plan, because your plan can change over time. You might decide you want to do this business model to achieve your goals, and then you switch business models a couple months later because you're really not enjoying it. That's perfectly fine. Don't have super strict goals, but have a rough plan of how you're going to get there and how you're going to achieve your goals over this whatever X period of time, X years or X months. You want to achieve this. Set your goals, set timeframes on your goals, and create a plan of how you're going to achieve your goals and how you're actually going to get there as well. So now you've got a plan, now you've got life goals, how you're going to achieve them. All you need to do now is execute. The first thing you need to do is actually start working towards your goals. And this should be in your plan. How am I actually going to start, what business model am I doing? What am I actually going to start working with, working on, etc., so on and so forth. And there's loads of things that you can do to make money. Don't worry about that too much. Just do one thing that you enjoy and stick to it. So if it's designing start a business where you can be heavily focused on designing. So, for example, Etsy. If you enjoy video creating, start a video agency. Start knocking on doors. Say, do you want me to film your house if you're going to sell it or anything? I don't know. I'm not a videographer. However, whatever you want to do, find something that you find interesting, create a business out of it, and stick to it. That's my advice, because that's what I've done, and it's worked. I find designing very interesting. I find like fulfilling, or creating orders for people, creating products that people like. That's what I find very fulfilling, and I find that very interesting. So that's what I do every single day, and that's my business. However, you don't have to do what I do. There's many different things that you can do, and my best advice is just have a goal and think about those goals every single day. As I said before, my goals in life are to basically buy things for the ones that I love, and love me, my family, and create a business which provides a fantastic service. And as long as you're reminding yourself of those goals every single day, then that's what's going to bring you the drive, which is actually going to keep you going. A lot of people say, how do you motivate yourself? It's just discipline. But ultimately, no one in the world is disciplined enough to do something that they hate every single day unless you're a slave. And we don't want to be slaves. So you should do something that you enjoy, because more than likely, if you follow not a passion, but something that you're moderately interested in, you're going to do way better than something which is a slightly better opportunity, and you're going to make less money out of it because you hate it over the long term. In the short term, maybe sure, you're going to make a little bit more money. However, over the long term, if you focus on something that you're actually interested in, you're passionate in, and that you can work hard at every single day and make a lot of money out over the long term, then you're going to do way better. That's what I think, and that's what I've seen so far in my life. I'm obviously not very old, so maybe sure, don't take my advice, but if you find me interesting enough, then go ahead with it. I'm at the gym now. I'm going to go train with one of my friends, and we'll see you guys later. If you like me, subscribe and follow my Twitter. I've got my community of like-minded people, completely free. Nothing is paid. I don't sell anything apart from my services for my businesses.